Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where we are here in Sarnford with Halbrad, who's about to tell us the story about what happened the night the shadow passed through Cardolan.
Night had fallen on the 22nd of September, when our courage was tested.
Ooh, he even gives us a date.
Natural fog rolled in, changing the contours of the land, and we were seized by a feeling of dread unlike anything we had felt before.
My own heart was seized by a terrible foreboding, but I had the duty of command and would not abandon it. I want you to know this, Pinelore, before I tell you the events that followed. These men and women that stood with me on that night, there was not a single drop of cowardice amongst them. But we had no idea what we would face on that night. Alright, well, I am going to be facing these shadows that they faced, and maybe I need that
The
alone.
dead rise! The dead!
The barrows are emptied!
Dunedain, do not give in to fear!
Alright, then let's go and deal with these. Help them from the future or something? I don't know. There we go. And that should deal with them a little bit, right? More of it? Maybe I should have tried using a better hope token than the glass of what's its name?
Dunedain!
Oh, oops. Can I get this disease off of me?
What is that?
There's another!
The Black Riders.
You're not welcome here! Leave this land!
Okay. I'd say I don't know how many hope tokens it takes to counteract 9 Nazgul.
None can stand before us.
Go back, vile creatures, and never return!
Oh, yeah, it does say Witch King.
Stand, Dunedain! Protect the Shire!
Well, that didn't go very well.
The number of the terrible wraiths was 9.
Though not all those who defended Sarnford knew what that meant as I did. We defied those Black Riders for as long as we could, but that is not an evil against which any man or any woman can be expected to stand for long. I don't just judge any who ran, or any who hid themselves, for the riders who did not pass into the Shire pursued the Dunedain they found into the wild. There are still rangers in the Shire, and I know they will do what they must to save the hobbits from the Black Riders. But more of my kin were scattered across Cardolan by those riders that did not cross the Brandywine, and we will need their strength in the days ahead, if they still live. That is what I need from you and from Meneldir. I need you to track down the survivors of the attack and learn how they fared in the days since the people were scattered like leaves in the wind. This will not cure Meneldir's shame or restore his broken oath, but it may reveal the nature of his heart. If he bears any love for his former kin, let him show it by aiding them now. You, Pinelore, are free to do what you will, but know that it will be of great help to the Dunedain if you will help us in this, and I will not forget it. I'm surprised that if you're playing a hobbit, he doesn't remind you that it is the Shire that they're protecting, which could maybe count for something in this, and Restored elven cloak. Does it look anyway decent? Actually, it's not bad for a solid colored cloak. Because a lot of solid colored cloaks just don't look right or something like this. But actually, it might dye it or something, but it may come in handy. Besides, it's an upgrade in the...
Many of my kin were scattered across the South Downs in the wake of the attack.
Many of my kin were scattered, and I fear that at least 4 of the Black Riders may harry the Rangers among the hills of the South Downs. Save the Dunedain you can. Help them recover from their injuries, and restore what safety you can to the South Downs. If you see the raids, hide if you can, but run if you must. There is a power of an evil about them that I have never seen before. And... Alright, we'll get a ring out of that, ironically. And see what else we got. Now that's of course our... Actually, did I see another quest ring up? Oh yes. Oh, of course, Metal Deer.
Any search of the South Downs should begin near Karanost.
Karanos commands a view of the surrounding lands, and I believe any ranger seeking to return from their escape will make for that. When last I walked the rolling hills of the South Downs, there were elves camped east of the river, just on the other side of the Karanost. Let us begin our search there. Besides, I'm supposed to be looking for an elf in relation to the Weeping Elf or something like that. So we'll see what that could be about. Now, I believe I have another quest in this area. I think I noted a ring out this direct. Yeah, there we are, right in the middle of the ford. There we go. Hello.
Will you aid us?
The passage of the terrible riders across the Reddymore has done something to the animals that live here. Beasts that once lived peacefully alongside farms and villages are now driven to madness, attacking folk that they had never had before. If you wish to help us keep these lands safe, you will help us deal with these creatures that have been newly driven to madness. So they need to defeat creatures in Reddymore that pose a danger to folk nearby. Okay. And the watch on the Shire.
Will you aid us?
My people have long protected the borders of the Shire from the dangers of the wild world, but I have never seen such evil as that which scattered my people a few days gone. Dreadful riders in black left many amongst the rangers injured and dead, and some of their numbers passed into the Shire. I not know how many. Will you cross the river and see how fares the folk of the Shire? The terrible creatures rode us down, and I fear to think what they might do to the peaceful folk across the river. Look for Andy Brockhouse, and see if he still lives. He keeps watch outside of some of the neighborhoods that lie near Mickledelving. Alright, so I need to find Andy Brockhouse. I think he's the housing broker in the Shire or something like that. Because that's why he will keep watch near some of the neighborhoods. Right, well, I think I'm going to have trouble getting across here without getting the hem of my robe wet. Oh well. Yeah, that's certainly true. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, let us head on in to the Shire. Now, they don't have the South Farthing open yet, so this will just take us to the housing neighborhood. Yeah, so it looks like Brockhouse is the housing broker. And he should be up here. So, yes, here he is, right over here. I wonder if this is sort of a vector quest to the housing neighborhoods. You know, that could be something that it's all about, just for that.
Good day.
Black Riders? No, I haven't seen anything like that. Did you take a knock on the head? This is the Shire, and these are peaceful days. If anyone had seen a great big group of big folk on horses all galloping together, someone would have said something. Now, It is true that sometimes a hobbit will see something that frightens him when he's out for a nighttime stroll, but 9 times out of every 10, the shadow that seems to conceal something scary will turn out to be a fallen log in the road, or a deer frozen among the trees, and the more frightened of him than of he. I appreciate your concern, though, but we hobbits know how to handle our own business. You go back to whoever sent you there in such a hurry, and you tell them that all is fine in the Shire. Okay. Yeah, he wants to sell me a house. Alright, let's get back to the fort. And he says that everything is fine over in the Shire?
Will you aid us?
The hobbits do not report seeing anything untoward. This doesn't lighten my worries, Pinelore, for it means whoever commands the terrible riders does so with a purpose beyond only killing. He must have had the riders separate, so as not to attract attention. But what do they seek if they don't open battle? I'm glad that Andy and his folk still live, but I don't know what to make of the creatures that broke our lines and scattered my people. I say creatures. In the misty night they looked like men to our eyes, but my heart says that there's something else, an evil. Be wary as you travel in these lands. Some of the creatures went to the Shire, but I think that some have been remaining here to trouble the Rangers and to keep us from opposing them. Shire porridge, how about that? Well, I guess that'll help a little bit. Superior Shire puddings, fate. Well, I guess that's better than nothing. Now, speaking of creatures, I believe I'm supposed to be finding creatures in the Ready Moor. Completed Tales of Cardolan Advanced. New deed, Tales of Cardolan Final, of course. So I think I need to go and find some of these creatures and see what we could do about them. I have a feeling that killing a red-coat fox is not going to satisfy that quest. How far are these creatures away? Oh, not too far. Oh, okay. Oh, because we've got rangers. I wonder if an Aurochs counts. Maybe I should have gone and tried killing that bull that is at Sarn Ford, because that creature seems to always be a bit of a problem. Hey, can I try that? Defeated creatures in Ready Moor that pose a danger. Alright. Okay, I don't think the game bird poses a danger. Now, a wolf, now that could pose a danger. How am I doing on Enmity of the Wolves? 16 of 100. Oh, that's for number 2 even. Alright. So we're doing fine. So it looks like I need to find things like Aurochs, wolves. How about Hendraball? Is that a Hendraball? That sounds like something that could pose a danger. More like spies than out of sheer anything else, but alright. Hey, do orcs count as creatures? That's an interesting question. I mean, I would think, yeah, most definitely. Of course they pose a danger. So it looks like they have a rather liberal definition of what could potentially be a danger. I have dealt with the local threats, and in a completely unrelated note, I brought some steaks for dinner.
What troubles you?
Thank you for helping to keep these lands safe, Pinelore. Never before in my memory have we had to deal with such evil as these riders in black. Yes. What do you have here? Gauntlets. Oh. Elven etched gloves. Okay. Well, they're an upgrade. That's all that matters, right? Here we go. Let's do that. And I guess that means that all we have to do is head over to the South Downs and maybe even finally find someone who might know something about the elven woman. Of course, there's also the possibility that instead of going to the South Downs, that I finally speak with Riengar here in southern Andros so that she doesn't stand out here all week waiting for me to finally arrive. Hello?
The statue of Luilloth is said to be among these ruins.
Thank you for meeting me here. The statue of Luilloth is said to be amongst these ruins. I dare not tread there myself, but you're certainly capable and will be in a far less danger, I'm sure. Please, look for the statue. Alright, so search for the statue of Luilloth. Alright, yes. Now, all we have to do is head out this way, which is 673 meters in that direction. Oh, yippee. That means getting up into these hills, finding a way up. Actually, should I go up this way? Why is there a... Yeah, maybe that's the marker to say, this is the way you go up. And I almost just went right by it and tried to find, well, there might be an alternate route here, but thinking about this might be the best way to get up here. So, let's head up here and find out what's up here. It looks like dead things. Well, what was I expecting to find up here? Well, and we have... Are these... Oh yeah, Crobat. Okay, yeah, so we have Corvines. So in other words, birds and crawlers. I guess that's something to be expected. And we have shades. I guess that shouldn't be expected. I mean, if we have a white or two up here, maybe some fell spirits would also be amongst them. Alright. Good. But what I really want then is to find a statue. Hey, anyone seen a statue around here? Not that the bird is likely to know how to talk. Well, I don't know the odds of that. I mean, I did say it was a Corvine of some sort. But I don't think that Lotro has ever had a talking Kraban before. I mean, there are talking ravens in the Lord of the Rings. But I think they tend to make a distinction between ravens and other Corvines. Like how they had a big distinction made between ravens and crows in The Hobbit. There you go. Now let's go up on here. Ruins! Sounds like a good place to put a statue, right? And also a good place to have enemies that are 4 levels above me, but that's another point. There you go. Now. Really? This is a level 24 quest? Yep. Alright. Fine. If you say so. Let's head on around here. There will be a way in, right? A ranger. Alright. Up around here. There's gotta be something around here. Ooh. I smell scholar mats. That's it. Right? That's what we came for, isn't it? Whoopsie-daisy. gets confused. Alright, now what do we got here? Where are they? On top of the wall or something? Oh! They're on top of the wall, I guess. Yeah, yep, on top of the wall. Oh well. Oh, we got stairs. Now first, before we go up the stairs, let's make sure that she's not down here. This place is just full of dead people. Welcome to Cardland, the graveyard of Middle Earth. Oh, wonderful! We've got level 30. Wonderful. Simply level 30 signatures. I think I should avoid him. Nothing like a Gauntlord to wake you up in the morning. Well, let's try to avoid him and let's stick with the regular whites and shades and the like. See if I could get around somewhere that's not filled with Gauntlords. It looks like the only way that might be to it would be this way. Still trying to avoid that Gauntlord over there. Where's it up there? What's up here? Level 27 and 28. Well, not looking for level 27, 28 lights. I am looking for a statue. And your turn. No, you got bad breath. That's what you got. Now, where was I? Somewhere around here, there must be a statue. Well, level 25 Gauntlord, that's not as bad, right? Alright, let's see what happens. And well, I guess that helps a little bit. I haven't seen him summon a pet yet. That's interesting. Now let's see what's up here. Well, oh, this is the stone seat. Alright, well, something for that deed where you're finding weird stuff, that's for sure, but no statue of Luilloth. Oh! Well, I was closer than I thought. Oops-a-daisy. And let's take care of this guy first. Oh, good thing that worked. Go there, good. You can go after the Gauntlord over there. Let me get rid of that disease. Yeah, this way. And you. Oh, hey. Good. Now. Oh, only a level 24 Gauntlord protecting the statue. It's just getting to this place that's the tricky bit. Let's see. Probably best to have... Let's target the one I want to target, please! Really? Ah, here we are. Statue of Luilloth. A plaque reads, Luilloth, Princess, Mother, Wife, Champion. Behind the plaque you find a scroll. Alright. I guess I have the scroll. Search for scattered Oh no, that's a different quest. Oh, a broken urn. Well, let's get back to Riengar. I found this scroll at the statue.
I am glad to see you again, friend. What have you there?
A scroll. This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. I can read some of it, but most of the words are so old, and I can't make them out or decipher them. I recognize Luilloth's name, though. The scroll is about her, I'm sure of that. Ooh. So what do we do about that? I think we're going to find that out in the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.